Namaskar, welcome to Indian News. This is Priyal Mishra, your news presenter for the day. Let's take a quick look of today's headlines. Lord Ram Lala's consecration has entered its final phase today. Harvard student and Air Force officer Madison Marsh wins Miss America 2024. Pakistan issues warning to Iran amidst Iran conducts air strike in Pakistan. Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav leads cabinet meeting with key decisions. Now let's move forward towards the bulletin. The consecration of Lord Ram Lala's idol in the Grand Ram Temple being constructed in Ayodhya will take place on January 22. The preparations have reached their final phase and today on January 17, Lord Ram Lala will enter his temple. On Wednesday, the idol of Lord Ram Lala will be taken on a pilgrimage to the Ram Janmabhoomi premises. Following this, the next day, on January 18, Lord Ram Lala will personally enter his sanctum sanctorum. During this time, rituals and ceremonies including Yajna and Havan will continue in the temple premises. The consecration of the idol will commence from January 18. Both day and night time consecration will take place, accompanied by fragrances and scented oils. On January 19, there will be a morning consecration of fruits and grains in the evening. Similarly, on January 20, there will be a morning consecration of sugar, sweets and honey. And in the evening, medicinal herbs and a bed will be consecrated. On January 21, mid and bed dwelling. And on January 22, the eyes of Lord Ram Lala's idol will be unveiled and he will be shown to a mirror. Iran has claimed responsibility for an airstrike on the hideouts of terrorist groups in Pakistan. It was an airstrike conducted in Panjgur, Balochistan. Pakistan in response has warned Iran that the consequences will not be favorable. On Tuesday, Iran targeted two locations of the Baloch terrorist group Jaish al-Adl with missiles during an airstrike in Pakistan. After the attack, Iran stated that it had carried out an assault on the hideouts of the terrorist organization Jaish al-Adl. Iranian government media reported that this action was taken by the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps of Iran a day after missile strikes in Iraq and Syria. Iran claims that the strike was conducted by IRGC in Pakistan against the Sunni Baloch terrorist group Jaish al-Adl using missiles and drones. Furthermore, they reported that these locations were destroyed by missile and drone attacks. Initially, Pakistan said the strikes killed 2 children and wounded 3 others in an assault it described as an unprovoked violation of its airspace. However, the attack inside of nuclear-armed Pakistan by Iran threatens the relationship between the two countries, which long have eyed each other with suspicion while maintaining diplomatic relations. Madison Marsh, a 22-year-old US Air Force officer, is the Miss America 2024. She is the first active duty Air Force officer to win the title. Madison Marsh, a 22-year-old US Air Force officer, was crowned the Miss America 2024 on Sunday. Madison, a second lieutenant in the US Air Force and master's student at the Harvard Kennedy School's Public Policy Program, won the beauty pageant in Orlando, Florida. The Miss Colorado 2023 winner is the first ever active duty Air Force officer to receive the national title. Madison Marsh beats 51 contestants representing the 50 US states, including the District of Columbia, to win the top spot in the Miss America pageant. Reportedly, during the questionnaire round, Madison was asked about her goals as Miss America. The Miss America responded by highlighting her military credentials as an embodiment of her commitment to learning and leading with passion. She also mentioned her mother, who died of a pancreatic cancer in 2018 during the discussion round. Her death motivated Madison to start the Whitney Marsh Foundation to raise money for cancer research. Another blow to the cheetah reintroduction project, as a female cheetah has died in Kuno National Park. From March 26 until now, a total of 9 cheetahs, including 3 cubs, have lost their lives. It's worth noting that these cheetahs were brought to Kuno National Park from South Africa and Namibia. The deaths of these cheetahs have raised criticism against the Ministry of Environment and National Tiger Conservation Authority. Additionally, the Supreme Court has expressed concerns over the matter. The death of the female cheetah has been confirmed by an official from Kuno. Recently, the Supreme Court suggested considering relocating cheetahs to Rajasthan, rising above intergovernmental politics. Dr. Mohan Yadav chaired a cabinet meeting at the ministry on Wednesday, addressing several crucial decisions apart from amendments to the recruitment rules of the Medical Education Department. In the cabinet meeting held at the ministry, decisions were made to construct roads in villages under the PM Road scheme, along with opening law colleges in Agar Malwa. Additionally, it was decided to allocate funds under the PM Jan Man Yojana to build houses for those tribal individuals who do not have homes near bus stand. The meeting also approved the direct recruitment of professors in the new medical colleges in Shivani, Shivpuri, Neemuch, Mandsaur and Singrauli. Amendments were also made to the electricity distribution licenses.
84.6 करोड़ रुपए व्यय होगा, इसमें से 60% भागीदारी भारत सरकार की होगी और 40% राज्य सरकार की होगी। राज्य शासन ने आज कैबिनेट में अपनी भागीदारी को सुनिश्चित करने के लिए अलग से बजट लाइन खोले जाने हेतु और इस पूरे राशि को मंजूर करने के लिए मंजूरी दी है। इसी प्रकार से मल्टीपर्पज़ सेंटर बनेंगे, बहुउद्देशीय केंद्र। विशेष पिछड़ी जनजाति क्षेत्रों में 11 गतिविधियों के लिए बहुउद्देशीय केंद्रों का निर्माण होना है। इन केंद्रों की कुल लागत 75 करोड़ रुपए प्रति केंद्र है। इससे हम अंदाज लगा सकते हैं कि कितना बड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर उन क्षेत्रों में बनाए जाने की योजना है। 100% वित्तीय सहायता भारत सरकार देगी इन केंद्रों को बनाने में जो भी खर्चा आएगा। प्रत्येक केंद्र निर्माण के 2200 वर्ग फीट भूमि की आवश्यकता होगी। इसमें से 1605 वर्ग फीट भूमि पर भवन का निर्माण होगा और भूमि आवंटन का कार्य जिला कलेक्टर करेंगे। मध्य प्रदेश में 284 केंद्रों के निर्माण का प्रस्ताव भारत सरकार को भेजा गया है। इसमें से 125 केंद्रों की स्वीकृति भारत सरकार द्वारा मिल गई है और इस मंत्रिमंडल की स्वीकृति के बाद इस पर तेजी से काम शुरू होना है। विशेष पिछड़ी जनजाति बाहुल क्षेत्रों में सड़क निर्माण के लिए भी प्रस्ताव लाया गया। प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना के जो मापदंड हैं उसके अनुसार सड़क बनाई जाएगी। पिछड़ी विशेष जनजातियों की 100 तक की जनसंख्या वाले गांवों को भी पक्की सड़क से जोड़ा जाएगा।
Let's take a quick break. Stay tuned with Indian News.
हाय स्नेहा, क्या बात है, आजकल नजर ही नहीं आती।
क्या बताऊं, मेरा तो पूरा समय बच्चे के पीछे ही निकल जाता है। पर तू बड़ी रिलैक्स दिखती रहती है, बात क्या है?
वो तो रहूंगी ही ना। मैंने एक स्मार्ट डिसीजन जो ले लिया है, अपने बच्चे को इंडो IT स्कूल के बोर्डिंग में एडमिशन दिलाकर।
ऐसा क्या है वहाँ जो तू इतनी रिलैक्स रहती है?
अरे मेरा बेटा मॉर्निंग 7 to 5 तो वहीं बिजी रहता है। सबसे अच्छी बात वहाँ का एजुकेशन और रिजल्ट दोनों ही शानदार है। हाइजीनिक ब्रेकफास्ट, लंच ये सब डाइटिशियन की देखरेख में करता है। तुझे पता है वो बच्चों का ध्यान बिल्कुल स्मार्ट पेरेंटिंग की तरह ही रखती है। और तो और शाम को ऑफिस से आने के बाद भी कोई टेंशन नहीं, शाम को नाश्ता वहीं से करके आता है। दूसरी बात, वहाँ खेलकूद, पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट के क्लासेस एंड अदर एक्टिविटीज का भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस है, जिससे बच्चे फिजिकली और मेंटली बिल्कुल फिट रहते हैं। लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, बच्चों के अच्छे रिजल्ट्स के लिए कैंपस में ही ट्यूशन क्लासेस अरेंज की गई हैं, इसलिए तो मैं बिल्कुल रिलैक्स रहती हूँ।
मीन्स होम अवे फ्रॉम होम।
हाँ, इसलिए तो मैं भी तुझे कहती हूँ, बी स्मार्ट एंड टेक द राइट डिसीजन फॉर योर किड।
आखिर ये इंडो IT स्कूल है कहाँ?
इंडो IT स्कूल, कुरुद रोड, कोहका भिलाई। फोन 9303561235।
पूरे भारत में कहीं भी कभी भी सबसे कम किराए पर बुक करें वन वे टैक्सी rahultravels.com पर।
Looking for a reliable online shopping site? Welcome to walkhart.com. We offer the best quality products at the lowest price with easy and fast delivery options. Search, discover, and choose from a wide selection of lifestyle essentials, such as home decoration, garden decoration, hotel decoration, fountains, donation boxes, school products, kids corner, sports, tent decoration, wide range of cricket bowling machines, and many more. We combine innovation and tradition to give you the best in the market. Interior designers may contact to be our privileged customer on 74005. 74005.
प्रशिक्षण जो रोजगार दिलाए। कंप्यूटर हार्डवेयर, मोबाइल सर्विसिंग कोर्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल कोर्स, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कोर्स, रेफ्रिजरेशन, एयर कंडीशनिंग कोर्स, छात्रावास की सुविधा। इंदु टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूट, टी मार्केट पावर हाउस, जिला दुर्ग, छत्तीसगढ़। मोबाइल नंबर 9827194279, 74156 74157। ये है इंदु ब्रॉडकास्टिंग प्राइवेट लिमिटेड और आप देख रहे हैं इंडियन न्यूज, हर पल, हर क्षण, हर सच।
Welcome back after the break. Let's get back to the bulletin. The District Consumer Commission on Tuesday gave its verdict in the 7-year-old case of lizard being found in a packet of modern bread. The commission has imposed a compensation of rupees 1 lakh on Modern Bread Company. Interest will also have to be paid on this amount at the rate of 6% per annum from December 2015. Apart from this, the company will also have to pay rupees 10,000 towards litigation expenses. Meenakshi Agrawal, resident of Chinnar Residency, Kishanganj, had purchased a packet of modern bread from the bakery on 28 November 2015. On reaching home, Agrawal's elder son opened the packet and told that a bread was burnt. When Agrawal saw the bread, it was not burnt, there was a burnt lizard in it. He also complained about this to the administration, but no action was taken. On this, he filed a case in the District Consumer Commission against the bread maker Modern Bread Company and the bread seller Gupta Bakery. Agrawal presented as evidence the photographs of the bread in which the lizard had emerged. While giving the verdict in this case, District Consumer Commission Chairman B.K. Paloda and member Nidhi Barange have imposed a compensation of rupees 1 lakh on Modern Bread Company. A young man in Burhanpur, Madhya Pradesh has committed suicide by hanging. The police have initiated a thorough investigation into the incident upon receiving the information. In Mahajanpet of Burhanpur district, a young man from Maharashtra has hanged himself. The police identified the youth as Gopal, who had recently come to Burhanpur in search of work and was working as a tailor. The body was transported to the district hospital by the Shikarpura police.
ये बोधवड़ का रहने वाला है, महाराष्ट्र का गोपाल पिता रमेश ईश्वर जी। ये बोधवड़ का रहने वाला है। अभी 15-20 दिन से ही सिलाई का काम करता है और यहाँ आके किराए से रहता है।
तो कहाँ किस जगह पार्सल लगाई इन्होंने?
ये महाजनापेट में, ये भैरव व्यायामशाला के पास। वो एक किराए से मकान में रहता था। अब क्या हुई घटना, मतलब अभी जानकारी पूरी नहीं मिली है। और ये इच्छापुर के पास का मतलब इसका मायका है। दोनों परिजन आ चुके हैं। अभी मतलब लाश का पंचायतनामा वगैरह दिया जा रहा है, फिर उसके बाद बयान वगैरह देंगे जब जानकारी मिलेगी।
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, in a statement regarding the pilgrimage to Ram Lala, said that people are enthusiastic about going to Ayodhya for the darshan of Lord Ram. After the consecration of Ram Lala, his government will strive to send as many pilgrims as possible to Ayodhya by train.
80 ट्रेन जा चुकी है, आज 87वीं ट्रेन जा रही है और अभी तक 82,000 से ज्यादा बुजुर्ग इन ट्रेन में अलग अलग जगह तीर्थ यात्रा, द्वारकाधीश है, रामेश्वरम है, पुरी जी है, शिरडी बाबा है, हरिद्वार, ऋषिकेश है। हम जगह जगह भेजते हैं। अयोध्या जी है, वहां पे तीर्थ यात्रा करने के लिए उनको भेजते हैं। और मैं कोशिश करता हूं कि उनको हर बार यहाँ पे रवाना करने के लिए शुभकामनाएं देने के लिए आऊं। अभी मैं मिला सबसे, सब लोग बहुत खुश हैं। और 22 तारीख को जब वहां पे मंदिर का शुभारंभ होगा तो उसके बाद हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि अयोध्या के लिए ज्यादा से ज्यादा और ट्रेन हम लगा सकें, ताकि लोगों में बहुत उत्साह है अयोध्या जी जाके रामलला के दर्शन करने के लिए। तो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के बाद हम कोशिश करेंगे कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग, ज्यादा और ट्रेन जो है वो अयोध्या जी के लिए जा सके।
People are struggling with intense cold waves caused by thick fog from the mountains to the plains in northern India. The severe cold coupled with dense fog has increased difficulties and disrupted transportation due to reduced visibility. On Wednesday morning, dense fog covered northern to northeastern India. The temperature dropped below freezing in Mahendragarh, Haryana and Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar in Punjab. Similar conditions prevailed in several other cities. According to the Meteorological Department, the possibility of dense fog persisting for the next 5 days in northern India is high. Some plain areas may experience severe cold for 2 days. Meanwhile, northwest India will not get relief from the cold wave for 5 days. Visibility was recorded at 0 in Varanasi at 5:30 a.m. on Tuesday. Safdarjung in Delhi has 25 meters of visibility. Lucknow recorded 25 meters. And visibility in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh was noted at 50 meters. From Jammu and Kashmir to Punjab, Haryana, West Bengal and Sikkim, most Himalayan regions experience visibility between 25 to 50 meters. That's all for today. Keep watching Indian News. Thank you and have a great day.